to my YouTube channel. It's me Farzan and Assalamualaikum. Hope you guys are doing well. So hello and welcome back if you are a returning viewer, and if you are new here, hello, my name is Farzana. Welcome to my small YouTube channel and hope you can grow bigger. So today's video I'm going to share with you the new content which is called Yours Sincerely from Your Seniors. So I decided to actually interview a year 3 student to share with you more about their year 3 life, and at the same time, this one bonus and at the same time they are going to share with you about their tips and advice for you who are currently in year 1 and year 2. So technically speaking, you get to learn more about year 3, get to anticipate what might be happening in year 3. So without further ado, let's meet our special guest for today, and be sure not to forget to like, share and also subscribe. Let's meet him right now. Okay guys, and welcome back. So today we have the next guest in house. We have Hanafi.
Hello, hi guys. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are staying safe.
Yes.
I'm Hanafi.
Okay, so a bit more about Hanafi is that he is currently a year 3 student and he's doing his internship during this COVID chaotic period. And at the same time, he's also in landscape and horticulture, correct?
Landscape design and horticulture.
Yeah, sorry, landscape design and
LDH
horticulture.
diploma.
Yes. So basically it's in year 3. So I would like to know more is how is your year 3 life so far?
Personally, I feel like year 3 is definitely an eye-opening because year 1 and year 2 has been somewhat a breeze. I'm not invalidating the stresses though, it's still there, but like year 3 is definitely a heavier weight to carry. Because I just finished my semester 1, which I had to deal with my final year project, which is tree inspection of a young tree inspection in Singapore. So, and what are the mitigations that we have to find, the problems and stuff. So it's definitely something that I've personally, I would say it was hard mentally, physically, emotionally as well. It definitely altered your perspective and your views, but it was a blessing because I managed to do all of that with the people, with my friends that were there to support each other and stuff. So year 3, it's a hard. It's the peak of the year for any diploma student. But I'm pretty sure that if you guys set like a good positive mindset about it, you guys can get through it. Yeah, my year 3 was a roller coaster. It sounds so cliche, but it's definitely a roller coaster. But hey, it's just one of the semesters that you just have to pull through, and you may never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think I'll also be waiting for my year 3, but at the same time take it slow first before the chaotic.
Enjoy your year 1 and year 2, guys. Really, yes. You were from PFP, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yes, I'm from PFP. Yes, that's correct.
I hope you enjoy your PFP because PFP was the honeymoon year. Like I miss my PFP year.
Yes, it's indeed the honeymoon year. Yes,
it was something like just across the Malibu, you're on like your Boya, just surfing through the sea of life. But then when you all reach year 1, that's where the pit stop starts. Yeah, it's just like drop you there. Okay, survive.
Yeah, exactly. That's correct. I was struggling a lot in year 1. Yeah,
oh my God.
Year was like just a honeymoon year. Okay, Hanafi. So since you have been going through poly for the past 3 years, right? So any like study techniques that you have adopted or you use so far and you find it super useful that you really want people to know more?
Okay, I have 3 that I've already started for this interview.
Oh my God,
the first one is definitely specifically for you and the viewers here. Okay, the first one is, I may sound like a lecturer, but to manage your time wisely. I used to not believe that phrase until I reached rock bottom in my life, which is year 3. But yeah, definitely manage your time wisely because I feel like as the weeks progresses, you will just tend to get heavier and heavier in terms of like the loads of assignment, the loads of projects. So for example, if you got your work on Monday, right? If you know by heart that you can finish during that week, I would suggest you to finish it ASAP so that you can focus on your other long-term project. For example, for me, I had like landscape studio design, so that took up almost 6 months of my life during that semester. So So yeah, it's quite continuous. Henceforth there will be like tests, quizzes, and other small mini projects in there. So I would tend to focus on finishing that first. Then I can fully give my attention to the design project. Secondly, is to know your body well. I'm a night person, so I know that I cannot function in the morning. In the daytime, no, it's just not for me. So what I would do is that I will tend to do settle other things like house chores, run some errands. This is of course during the weekend or public holiday lah. Because if in the school term, you guys have to go to school for classes, so I have to focus on that. So I do like those mini tasks first. Then after that, when I reach 6 or 5, then that's why I start to like, okay, I need to do my work now. That's why I get re-energized, order my Starbucks drinks or my sparkling apple juice or something. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start doing it now. So my advice is, if you guys feel like you guys need to watch like a Netflix show or 1 or 2 Netflix shows just so that you can get the energy to do your work after that, I would suggest you to do it. And lastly would be to know your environment. I cannot study well in a messy place. I'm very affected by it. So what I would do is that I will clean out the house, and before I do my work, then that will just give me a peace of my mind. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to do my work now. So that's the last step, which is to know how your body works well with the environment around you. If you know that you cannot study in a noisy area, go out and find somewhere else like a park, or avoid that at least to do your work, or a cafe and stuff. But I don't know about the COVID restriction. I think they would suggest you not to do your work now. But I'm pretty sure there are open spaces out there that will allow you to do it. So time management, know your body and know your environment.
Yeah, that's a nice one. It's actually linked towards each other. It says a lot about you. Since like you're a night person, that means you have to do everything like in the morning, like do your chores, keep your house clean, then before that, then you can start studying. That's nice.
Exactly. Sometimes I hate it because like, okay, I want to be productive in my school in the morning, but I'm just like, nah. It just doesn't work well for me, unfortunately. But I mean, to each their own. Maybe some works well in the morning, some works well at night.
Okay, so coming to our last question. This is so fast. But what is like your advice as a senior? Wow, as a senior to your year 1s and year 2s, or anyone in their year 1s right now?
Okay, so I have 2 parts for this. The first one, I'll probably give a general advice to the year 1 and year 2 students that are not enrolling. They're not in LDH diploma or Limstate Design Horticulture diploma. Then the other part would be for my juniors who are pursuing this diploma. So for year 1 and year 2s out there, it can be pretty scary not knowing what you guys will be learning for year 3. It can be pretty scary not knowing what you guys will be going into. So what my lecturer always say, the fear of not knowing is always heavier than the actual thing. So don't let that consume you. Try to rationalize with your thoughts and tell yourself that it's gonna get harder. It's gonna get progressively harder, but it also mends you up. MENDS you, like it changed you up. It changed you up to become a better person, someone who is stronger, emotionally, mentally, socially, physically as well. It will definitely build up your character and your mindset as well. But that is if you plan to work on it lah, because the plant cannot be nourished if it's not being nourished by the environment as well. So by that means that that thing cannot happen if there's no effort in it. Yeah, so if you know you're struggling, you know that you're not doing well within these 2 years, your 3 years gonna get harder. Ensure that there's someone for you to confide in, your lecturers. Thank God LDH lecturers are all very nice. Able to talk with and stuff. So make sure that you're able to talk to your friends, your family members that are aware of the situation that you're going into. I've been there, year 3. The fear of like going to year 3 is just so scary, like because it's just gonna get 3 times heavier than year 1 and year 2. But don't let that consume you from pursuing what you've always been wanting to do lah. Yeah. Then for my junior,
Shout out to your course.
Junior, LTH people, your joint LTH. I'm kidding. Since I'm in my internship right now, right, they're actually quite useful modules that I've actually managed to grasp during my earlier years. So right now I'm in Sentosa Golf Course. Okay, a bit about my internship. I'm an agronomist, which is a researcher for turf grass and soil science. So at the same time, I do a lot of landscape maintenance as well. One of the modules that actually helped me a lot was horticulture and turf management, which can be found in year 2, and also plant identification and taxonomy, which can be found in year 1 and year 2 as well. That actually helps me a lot in identifying the plants and how to better manage the golf course well, because Sentosa Golf Course is actually number 1's Asia golf course, so the maintenance is quite strict, and it's crazy though under a hot sun, but it definitely pay off because you invested all your hard work during these earlier years just to see that this place is being curated by you, maintained by you, and all the researching and stuff, and your manager just like, oh my god, you're so good, like what's up? I'm in LTH. So a week or 2 before you go into your internship, for those classmates, for those juniors that are going to internship first, is to just read up the previous modules that you have taken out. Once you know your allocated roles, then for those that are entering your FYP, it's gonna be like the rest of the year, just that FYP is gonna take out a lot of your time as well. Ensure that you have good connection with the people around you, and to do research as well. But yeah, honestly, like year 3 is just like the most summary of year 1 and year 2. So if you feel that by rereading through all of your previous studies or study notes or your previous work, I would suggest you to do it. Yeah, so good luck to the year 1 and year 2. Year 3 is gonna be crazy, but it's gonna be fun as well.
Yes, must enjoy the time before we start. But do you agree that year 1 and year 2 is like the foundation before you start with your year 3?
I would agree. Yeah, I definitely agree to a certain extent, because definitely year 1 and year 2 is the pace starter for year 3, and for the career world as well. But once you've actually entered year 3, some of the modules is actually something new. And the internship as well is something that you may never learn during your year 1 and year 2. So because mostly the landscape maintenance, right? Unfortunately, my year 2 was being destroyed by circuit breaker, so we were not exposed to a lot of practical work. So when I entered my internship, right, there were loads of practical work, but it actually makes me feel like, oh, okay, like this is how a landscape maintenance should be. And I don't blame the lecturers for not teaching us, because I feel like I used to have that phase. I'm like, chill, why you never teach us? See what we have to do. But it is an understandable situation. So some of the things that you may expose to in your internship or in your trip in general may not tally with year 1 and year 2 modules, but it is definitely the safety net, the foundation to where you are going and where you're heading in the future as well. Yeah, so really like do well at the same time, know yourself well into managing your health and your studies, because year 1 and year 2 is a good year to those years are good for you to actually start up to build your GPA if you guys are GPA oriented. For those who are experience oriented, it's good to join clubs and volunteer outside. Because year 3 is something where it's always focused on theory and projects, so you may not have time to have CCA and stuff or volunteer outside and stuff. So yeah, that's all from the senior.
Thank you so much for everything, for all of the information. It has been a fulfilling session for me to learn more about your course, especially your experience in year 3, and like get some tips from you, like one-to-one talk.
Yeah, no problem.
So I wish all the best for your internship, even after your poly life. Are you going to university?
I plan to go to university. Yeah.
Which university?
I plan. One of my just dreaming across the star is Edinburgh, University of Edinburgh.
Wow,
Another
that's
one is
overseas.
Australia. Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It's known for horticultural.
Ah.
They are actually quite strong with the concept and the theory of horticulture. So most of my lectures like go towards that lah. If you want to go for local U, NUS, NTU, SUTD as well, it's all out there. Yeah, so it's just something that I planned, but cross fingers. I hope I'll get into it.
Yes, inshallah, you can do this. Of course.
Yes,
Yes, good.
I wish you all the best. You are in year one right now.
Yes, correct. In year one.
Year one, enjoy your year one and mass comm, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yes, correct.
See, I'm your number one fan. I was like, okay, just in mass communication. I don't know how the courses is like over there, but I do hope that you are able to manage your time wisely as well. Sometimes things may be hard. You just feel like you want to drop everything, but it's okay to have those nights. But know that those are just rough nights. That does not mean that you're gonna have a rough life. So it's gonna be heavy. It's gonna be very hard. There will be like you're gonna have multiple mental breakdowns, and if you ever need like someone to talk to, do talk to your friends, your courses, or your lecturers, or even me. I'm here if you want to talk to anyone. For those who are out there as well, if you feel like you just want to drop everything, I would suggest you to write down the things that make you join the course and reflect upon it and see and like think about it lah. If it's like, do I really want to waste my time after I've already pushed through this far? Like, do I just want to drop everything right now? And if you feel like things are always heavy, pray to the Almighty. He's there for you and to listen to you. And your parents will always be there for you to listen to you guys as well. Your friends and your lecturers also. So yeah, enjoy your year one. And to those watching, enjoy the years before year 3 because year 3 is fine, but it's way more harder than year 1 and year 2.
Thank you so much, Hanafi. That's so heartwarming. That really because I want to coaching, you know.
I did wish like my summer would actually tell me about like year 3 and how to manage and stuff. But then now I feel like when I got the chance to, I would like to tell that to the people watching this.
Thank you so much, Hanafi. All the best for you and bye-bye.
Thank you for having me here and see you around. Bye.
Bye.